You guys already know this, but each year teachers spend an average of $800 to $1,200 a month of their own money on school supplies to support students who attend classes without the needed materials. It happens way too often. The need for school supplies has never been greater. And now for the 9th year, our partners, Wish TV, teaming up with Teachers Treasures for the Great Paper Push, if I can say that
it's
correctly.
A tongue twister.
I know. Guys, thank you so much again for being with us on this. It's hard sometimes, I think, especially for those of us who maybe are years away from having been in school, to remember how much teachers do daily. What does it mean when a teacher comes to you guys and can get that help that they really need?
Well, I always like to tell people, take a moment, think about your favorite teachers growing up. Almost every single person has a favorite teacher. I'm sure you have a favorite teacher you can think of.
My mom.
Your mom?
Yeah. Yep.
I love that. We hear that answer a lot. I know you have some favorite teachers. I have to say my husband, shout out to Mr. Bush in Washington Township.
What up, Mr. Bush?
What up, Mr. Bush, Greenbrier Elementary. But also, you know, my second grade teacher, Mrs. Addington, you can often think of those people immediately. So even if you don't have kids in school, maybe you are very separated from that. Maybe you want the beard stuff for yourself, not for a student. You know, this is your educational community. This is our educational community. And we just do what we can to support that, because ultimately supporting our schools, supporting our teachers and our educators and these kids, it has a ripple effect throughout our whole society. So uplifting them uplifts all of us, really.
Sure. And even for a child, I mean, if you put yourself in that shoes of, you know, yourself as a third grader, you know, what were the supplies that you wanted as a kid, or what were the supplies that your peers might have had that you wish you had? You know, I'm thinking of my 1-year-old and all the small things that, you know, light his day up. So imagine yourself as that 1-year-old or that third grader.
I have a third grader, and she was excited about new headphones. You know, simple things like that that not every kid comes to school with ready to have, but teachers are there to provide that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So our teachers are reaching deep down into their pockets. I appreciate you saying that average, and that $800 to $1,200 is really just the basics. So as technology and our classrooms change, the needs in those classrooms are changing. So things like headphones are being often asked for, and if a student is coming without that, oftentimes the teachers are the ones going to their closets and pulling that out, and that's where Teachers Treasures, where we step in, is so that teacher can always have a full closet to go to. But you know, at the end of the day, the thing we're still being asked for are our paper goods, which is why we love Wish TV and the Great Paper Push, because the number one things we still give out is paper products. So notebooks and pencils are going out the door just as much as they were 10 years ago.
These, you can go through these in a week.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
I mean, if that. So how can people help through the Great Paper Push? What can people do to help you guys out?
So if you still want to host a supplies drive, it's not too late. We're still having companies and organizations go well into August and even early September. If you want to support our Get Butter page, you can go to getbutter.com/greatpaperpush. You can also contact info at teacherstreasures.org, and you can set up a supplies drive, and we can point you in the right directions as well. So.
We have all of the information on lifestylelive.tv. That QR code will take you to helping them through the Great Paper Push. Guys, thank you as always for the work you're doing.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you to all the teachers out there, because you guys are, even if you don't know it yet, you will in a few days.
Well, almost everybody is back to school right now. Very few schools have yet to go back. So we're excited for the biggest back to school ever.
Awesome. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.